Hey, welcome back.
Yep, welcome back, everyone. I just want to, I just keep wanting to say now, East bin Arbeit. Arbeiter.
The only phrase in German that I know that includes the word Arbeit is not one to repeat. This is not the circumstance for that.
But I do want to also give a shout out again to Connecticut. If you guys didn't see last week, they sent us this. It's really dark.
It's very dark.
Yeah. Is it dark for everybody on stream? I'm wondering, because a lot of times I've mentioned stuff looks dark, and then they say that it doesn't look as dark on stream. Maybe it's just this view, but hang on a second. They're saying, oh no, what's going on, XSplit? Okay, there we go. But I want to zoom in on them if I can.
Sure.
Hang on a second, I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll just sit here. Oh no, it's crackling. No.
Dude, I did the mute unmute thing. But yeah, very cool figure here. Even when zoomed in, is still kind of dark. I'll fix that. I'll fix the lighting.
All right, man.
Time. Okay.
Yeah, we'll definitely work on the lighting, I guess.
Yeah, I'll have to try a different layout of the lights that we have. Of course, I'm going to be loud again because I'm coming from this side. But yeah, very, very cool figures. Very neat stuff. You saw from the slides that they're going to do a whole new series of Street Fighter 5, the brothers kind of thing. So, but yeah, very cool.
All right, well, let's talk about Street Fighter 4.
Okay.
Okay, there was a tournament playing Street Fighter 4.
That's right.
Great segue. Excellent.
Kind of a farewell on the East Coast to Street Fighter 4 in a weird way.
Sure, so up in New York, they had the King of New York. You know, this is not the first time that they've done this. It's a round-robin event, sort of like a Topanga League.
Sorry, someone said, Arbeit that apple.
Oh, man, all right. All right.
Me fail English? That's impossible.
Anyway.
Another one of the greatest, most useful Simpsons quotes ever.
High five to that Simpsons Twitter account that always tweets like short little clips.
Oh, yeah.
You've seen that? It's good. Anyway, King of New York. So, Street Fighter 4, I thought it was super unfortunate for them that it was the same weekend as the Street Fighter 5 beta.
Oh,
And as,
yeah.
you know, the King of the Killer Instinct Cup too, but probably more so SF5 beta. When they announced it, which was a while ago, I don't think the beta had been announced yet for this weekend, because this was a relatively recent announcement that there would even be a beta. So I thought that was unfortunate. I think that probably hurt the numbers, but of people watching. But they had a great lineup. I mean, the players included not just some of the best of New York, but there was also like Integra was there, and
Knuckle Dew was out there.
Dew was there, and K-Brad was there. And so, anyway, cool stuff. You want to talk about the results?
Yeah, let's go through the results. I mean, was it a round robin situation?
Indeed it was.
Okay, there you go. So 10 players total, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right. 10th place, Arturo Sanchez. You know what his record was?
He didn't win at all, did he?
He went 0 for 9. Minus 25 in games.
Wonder what happened.
I don't know. That's uncharacteristic for him. But
hey, by the way, speaking of Arturo, shout outs to him. He got his YouTube channel back.
Really happy to hear that.
Yeah, because at first he said that he might not even be able to do streams anymore because he lost the revenue from that. So shout outs to him to getting that back. So.
Really happy to hear that. 9th place was RLBS with Guy, 1 and 8, minus 26. Then 8th was Zeus with Vega and Bison, 4 and 5. 7th, Hyro with Bison and Jury, also 4 and 5. Also 4 and 5 was 6th place Shine with Yang, except for, I guess he was tied actually with Hyro. 4 and 5, minus 7, both of them.
Okay.
Maybe he won the match between them. I don't know what happened there. 5th place, Sanford Kelly. Oni Ken Ryu, 5 and 4, plus 4. But Dominion was ahead of him. I don't know. Whatever. Dominion got 4th place with Elena and Rolento.
Okay.
Yeah? Not with Guile? I didn't watch. I'm sorry. He went 5 and 4. Third place was K-Brad with Cammy, 7 and 2, plus 19.
Mm-hmm.
Second place, Knuckle Dew with Guile, 7 and 2, plus
Second
21.
Place, huh? Second
That's
place.
right. Second place.
Second place. Hey, wait, hang on. I have to do this. That's continuing the reacts thing. So.
Oh, yeah. James reacts.
Exactly.
Smug, winner, Dudley, 8 and 1, plus 24. You want me to get out of here? You want me to just make this a James show?
Okay. No.
Well, good work.
Reaction as well, right?
This is my reaction face. Look, if there's ever a stream freeze, I already get an gnarly enough expression. So.
Fair enough.
There's plenty of pictures out there of me looking like an idiot.
Okay.
Hey, good work to Smug. You know what? You're right. This is supposed to be, or expected to be, the last significant tournament in New York for Street Fighter 4 before Street Fighter 5 comes out. We've said this before, but I hope that's not the last time there is a big tournament for Street Fighter 4 in New York. That shouldn't die, but certainly once SF5 comes out, everybody expects that it will decline a little bit. So, good way to go out. I mean, a bunch of the best players from that area, and like I said, they had people there from elsewhere too, and it sounded like it went really well.
Yeah, it's really cool. Really cool to see that they still put this on and had this nice event. So
that's right. That's right.
By the way, if we keep using the word reacts, do you think we'll get fined?
Genius. I like it. All right, let's move on.
Okay.
We can talk about PAX Arena, which had Smash.
Yeah, there's a big Smash. There's a big Smash event that happened there.
All right, Melee singles. 8th place. 7th places. SFAT with Fox, S2J with Captain Falcon. 5th place, Mewtwo King with Marth. And Wizrobe with Captain Falcon.
Nice.
That's
okay.
Cool. 4th place was Axe with Pikachu. 3rd place, Westballs with Falco. C9 Mango. 2nd with Fox. Winner, Hungry Box. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Then Smash 4. 7 places were CLG Nakat with Ness. And,
nice. Okay.
And Lucas. 7th place, PG Esam with Pikachu. 5th, UA JB Andrew with Meta Knight. 5th, DM the Anti with Mario. 4th, GW FOW Foul, I don't know. Then 3rd was Vinny with Rosalina. 2nd was 2GG Void with Sheik. James, who won? You can't see it.
I don't know. Who could have... Well, the only way that Zero would not have won is if he didn't go.
Well,
Did he go?
He did go. TSM 0. 1st place, Sheik, Diddy Kong.
Yeah, there you go.
I heard that was a good event. I heard there were a lot of people.
Wait, here, let me do this. 0-1?
$10,000 prize
0-1?
Nothing.
That's my reaction.
Nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Deadpan.
No reaction. No reaction.
Deadpan. All right, well, those are the tournament results that I have.
Cool. Okay. Let's talk about some upcoming events some news. Just so you guys know, when ESPN first put up their calendar, Mr. Malice's Godlike, who ran FGC calendar, said finally someone else is doing a calendar. I don't need to do this anymore. Yeah. And he shut down the calendar, which was really kind of a shame. Yeah. And when it went away, I realized how much my life seemed so much emptier and how much more frustrating, like, keeping track of everything was. So when he actually announced that he was coming back because the ESPN calendar just wasn't up to snuff, he said, I'm coming back, I'm creating a new calendar. I guess there was some problem, he couldn't get the original name back or something like that. So now, if you go to tinyurl.com/FGC events, you can actually get to it. So it's EVNTS. Okay. There's no second E in there. So it's just FGC EVNTS. That's tinyurl.com/FGC EVNTS. It's pretty much back mostly into full form of what he had before. Not quite there, but he said he's still working on getting it back up.
All right. Well, I'm really happy it's back at least.
Yeah.
I really hope that ESPN or somebody just hires him and pays him some money.
Yeah, I know.
That's a fantastic service.
Exactly. So here we go. Can you? I'll type it into the chat here.
Mr. Jack Mayhem.
Oh, someone did. Yes, thank you, Jack Mayhem. Okay, so but sadly this weekend I went to go check out all the events. There's one thing listed there, but it's a big one. It's Winter Clash 2016 going on in Puerto Rico. There's actually going to be a lot of strong players going there. Apparently Justin Wong is going to go there. Lord Knight is going to be showing up over there.
Okay.
So definitely check that out. The stream information, unfortunately, is not on here. But I'm sure you'll find it on twitter.com/firstattackpr or twitter.com/monopr. Mono, of course, being the awesome Bison player.
And organizer.
Puerto Rico, and he's the organizer. Yes, exactly. So there's going to be some USF4, UMVC3, MKX, Guilty Gear, Exerd, Melee, Smash 4, BBCPEX, and KI taking place there. So.
Very nice of them to use a tournament name not previously used by UltraChen this time. I appreciate it. After First Attack and Aftershock.
Did they create Aftershock as well?
Yeah, they did Aftershock.
Was it the same group of people?
No.
Oh, it was just Puerto Rico. It just happens. Oh my god.
For some reason, they had an earthquake-themed event. Anyway.
No, I mean it makes sense when it's Cali versus Cali, but
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. But some upcoming event news. At Winter Brawl X, do they have the dates when that's taking place? February 26th to 28th. There will actually be the clash that people have been waiting for a while now. Filipino Champ and Kane Blue River are going to be playing in an exhibition at this event. I mean, to be honest with you, a lot of people are hyped for it, but the thing that worries me is I know Kane Blue River already feels like Champ kind of owns his soul.
Yeah.
So hopefully, Kane Blue River comes in here and really tries hard. I'd hate to see him just kind of be like, oh man, I can't win this, and
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm not sure that's gonna turn out, but it could be potentially cool to see.
Yeah.
Certainly, it's an interesting matchup if they're both like doing top level stuff. But
it's 1st to 15. It's a 1st to 15 exhibition match, so definitely check that out. Of course, just check out Winter Brawl in general, another one of Big E's events.
Yeah.
That's going to be taking place.
That's end of February, I believe.
Yeah,
right?
26th through 28th.
Okay.
The Red Bull Kumite, which is taking place on April 23rd through the 24th in Paris, France. Remember last year they had an exhibition. This year it's going to be in Street Fighter V. They've already announced 4 players, which were Justin Wong, Momochi, GamerB, and Punko.
Right.
They've added 2 more to that list, Kazunoko and Keoma.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
I was so happy.
Super happy to have them out there. I mean, it's going to be a different game. They're playing Street Fighter V.
Right.
So it's going to be curious to see how it's going to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, very, very cool.
Yeah, I'm really happy for Keoma. I just think that's amazing that he's out there.
Oh yeah.
But in general, that list is awesome. It was
GamerB, Momochi, Justin Wong, Punko, and now Kazunoko and Keoma.
That's all those are different countries with the exception of 2 Japanese players.
Oh, you're right.
That is very cool.
That is
what a
really
cool
cool.
list.
That
Yeah,
is really
I'm really
cool.
interested in how that shapes out. That's end of April, I believe.
Mm-hmm. April 20. Let me reopen the tab. I already closed it. The Red Bull Kumite is going to be 23rd through 24th in Paris, France.
And also, people are saying Xian and Alyun.
Oh, that's right. Xian and Alyun were announced.
Oh, well,
that's right.
hey,
That's right.
those are different
yeah,
countries as
okay,
well.
Okay.
Awesome.
There you go. Yeah.
Going to be a very cool lineup.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So one of the nice things about the Capcom Cup is that it really kind of started the doorway to companies supporting their event, doing these kind of cup things, even if it is community funded like the KI Cup. But a lot of different games are thinking about trying to do their own kind of thing. SNK Playmore actually said they might host their own King of Fighters 14 tournament. So that'll be really interesting. Apparently there was an article or something that MM Cafe, wow, it's so cool that they're still around. That was like a source of a lot of video game news a long time ago. But they translated it, and apparently the creators said that they might try to run their own events. So that'll be very, very cool if they can do that and start supporting their game. they just had new demos that showed some of the new advanced cancels, and so it seems like they're really going hard to try to support this game.
They also said that by the time it comes out, that they think that people will like how it looks.
Oh, they said that? They actually said that, huh? Ooh, that's a bold statement.
So. Hey man, some of the other games are very pretty. So,
yeah.
You know? Not this one so far, but we'll see. It's got some time left.
It's really funny. I've slipped a couple of times. Like, I haven't said and such like that, but I have said and such. But I'm actually noticing it when I'm about to say it, and it is actually not coming out of my mouth. I'm actually stopping myself before I say and such.
That's really good.
Yeah. The weirdest part was I was at work, and during a meeting, I kept saying, I said it. I said and such like that at a meeting, and I froze. And like, I wonder.
Did anybody even?
Nobody. I don't think anybody noticed, but like, I was like and such like that.
Like you don't just say it when we're commentating. You say that constantly.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
Sure people at work know that too.
Right. Oh man. Yeah, but I'm starting to notice it a little bit more. So.
I'm trying to do fewer ums and
Dude, that's so hard.
That is
the hardest thing to do.
That's something I'm working on.
Interesting thing is, I actually read an article that said ums are good in a weird way. That for some reason, when people say it, it actually triggers something in people listening to pay attention.
I've noticed that too. Yeah.
You know.
When you start a sentence with critical information, people sometimes miss it and they say, "What?" Like they won't see it or they won't hear it yet. But if you start it with, "Hey, here's some critical information," right?
Well, I don't know like that directly, but yeah,
I don't know.
no,
That's
it's
what I
true.
found.
Yeah. So
Anyway,
maybe sometimes it's better to actually put the ums in there.
I just think that during a stream broadcast, it's not something to...
Yeah, you need to be... You're supposed to be professional and not use those phrases.
Anyway.
And such like that.
And such like that.
See, I noticed it, which is why I was able to say that, because it was totally coming out of my mouth. And so now I can catch it and use it as a joke now.
You just have to listen to what you're gonna say. Like, it's like a... What's the word? Damn, I did it. Damn. Boop. It's like an assembly line of words. That's how I think about it. It's like I have an assembly line of words in my brain, and I have to like pick off the bad ones.
Right. Yeah.
Before they go all the way down through the mouth.
Yeah.
This is a very big tangent.
I'm bad at spotting a lot of those things. Like a lot of words just come out of my mouth before I say it. Commentary has really had to change how I think about my speech so much. It's really crazy.
Yeah, I was super nervous when I was on TV. Definitely.
Oh, when you did the Al Jazeera news,
yeah, when I was on the news.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Did not go well. If you haven't seen it. Anyway, let's go on.
I do agree with that, Hanzo. I will never call myself a caster.
Yeah, it doesn't even...
I'm just going to be a commentator, yeah. So, continuing with events, so the Capcom Pro Tour is getting underway in March. The first premier event is going to be Final Round, of course. But they've also announced the first ranking event, and that is going to be the first European ranking event, and that is going to be Con Winter Clash. Con Winter Clash is also taking place during February 26th through 28th.
Okay.
So there's not going to be a lot of time to prepare for the game. Street Fighter V will only be 2 weeks old at that point, but it's there. So you got to do it, and it's going to be a ranking event, so you'll be able to get some points for that.
Cool.
But it'll be really cool to see it played very early in Europe, see what kind of things people have discovered.
That will be fun.
Coming up on February 19th through 21st, the Wizard World Comic Con is going to host its first fighting game event. A lot of people talk. In fact, I think Chris Seglia and those guys are going to be going out to do the streaming for that event. They're going to be playing all sorts of fighting games there, including Street Fighter V, Tekken 7, Guilty Gear Xrd Sign, BlazBlue, Chrono Phantasma Extend, and they're even going to play Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4.
Okay.
Yeah, so Wizard World Comic Con, as I said, is going to be taking place February 19th through 21st. There's going to be a shot at $10,000 in prizes, so it should be pretty exciting. I believe Sajam's going to be there doing a lot of commentary for that. So.
I think Eris is going to be there too.
Oh, sick. Okay.
I believe.
Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Also, NCR has been officially scheduled.
NorCal Regional.
They haven't said if it's a premiere event yet.
No, I don't think that's... Oh, they have been... It says here they have been designated as a premiere event.
Oh, they did. Oh, okay,
Pro
okay.
Tour.
There you go. So NCR is a premiere event, but it's on March 25th and 27th, much earlier than it normally has been.
Yeah.
Which means it's actually taking place 1 week after final round. So there's going to be 2 premiere events 2 weeks in a row.
That's going to be tough.
Yeah. So I wonder if that means that some people are only going to choose to travel to one and not the other. I'm not sure how that's going to work. But, yeah, again, so we're going to have a lot of people on the East Coast. We're going to get to see a lot of East Coast Street Fighter V, and then we're going to get to see a lot of West Coast Street Fighter V in the span of 2 weeks. So that should be pretty exciting.
Yeah, and you know what? I finally get to go. I haven't been there in 2 or 3 years because it's been on Passover, and now it's not.
Now
but it's on
Easter.
So doubtless there's going to be even more people who can't go. Ain't too many Jews. So, anyway, I'm happy that I'll finally be able to get to go and hang out with people up there in NorCal.
It'd be really cool to see if the East Coast and West Coast have completely different styles again, how it was before.
Yeah.
But, I mean, let's face it, East Coast is going to have to do a lot of studying because NorCal is obviously the best Street Fighter V place. You
know what? You joke, but this is only a month and a half, not quite even, after the game comes out. And they might still be doing well. I mean, that's
well, I remember we talked about it.
Significant head start. So.
Yeah, we talked about it last week, and I said
if it's real.
That was one of the things that I actually had problems with, is because, with these events so early on, you might get 2 premiere spots to people who may not deserve it.
You're right that there really is an effect like that, at least early on. So.
Right. So, but
we will see. That'll be up to them.
Yep. And what else do I have here? Northwest Majors was also announced. They are going to be taking place in April 29th through May 1st. I feel like I've named every weekend in like the next 4 months already.
I know. It's going to be a very, very busy fighting game season.
Yeah, this is their 8th year that they've done this. I'm going to assume that they're going to be a ranking event again like they were last year. I don't see any news for that, but they're definitely going to be playing Street Fighter V. They're going to keep USF4, their UMVC3, Guilty Gear Xrd Sign, MKX, Melee, Uniel is going to be there. But again, that's going to be April 29th through March 1st in Des Moines, Washington. Most likely be streamed on Team Chaos, which is /5150's channel. Again, support as many of these guys as possible, like Panda X Gaming and all the other. I mean, Panda X Gaming has been doing a lot of good stuff recently, so I don't want to call them one of the smaller streamers. They've definitely been doing a lot of good work, but obviously it's not Team Spooky or like Level Up, for example. But yeah, definitely support all these guys. All streamers do so much amazing work. That's all I have for event news. Do you want to take a quick break before we do the game news and community news, and then we can talk about our reactions to things?
Let me just say that there's another event that I'm going to be going to that I'm looking up for the date right now and trying to fill space on air while my calendar loads.
Okay.
But so far it's not doing it, so unfortunately I might not be able to say what it's going to be here. Oh, great. Anyway.
I wish I had an Apple now, then I could just be like...
I have to go to the actual website rather than my janky Windows 10 calendar. Okay. Anyway, Kuwait Battle Royale.
Oh, that's right.
Is coming back. And the date is going to be the end of April 30th, May 1st. Mm-hmm. I'll be there.
I want to try to go. I definitely want to try to go. So
I'm going back to Kuwait.
You said, you went there, you got to spend some time, they showed you around. You said it was super awesome.
I did really, really enjoy it. Yeah, man, it was a blast to talk with those folks and get to know them and talk about all the uncomfortable stuff like religion and politics. Yes! That was my favorite part of it. I want to talk about interesting stuff. Yeah. But, there's going to be fighting games as well. And It's going to be a big event that sort of incorporates two of the biggest events of the year in the Middle East.
It's the last weekend of April. It's going to be the weekend between April and May, essentially.
Correct.
That's taking place.
Yeah, exactly right. So I'm sure there'll be more information about it as things go on, but it will be happening.
So many events. So many events coming up this year. It's just going to be, I mean, pretty soon it already feels this way, that it's just every weekend's going to have something crazy. Like, not even just like small stuff. Like, every weekend is something big. Exciting times to be in the FGC. Man.
You're right.
Exciting
You're right.
times, so.
You know, there was a time a few years ago when it seemed like there was something every weekend, and
it wasn't, and now it is.
There was, I don't know, maybe for like 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was just about every weekend, and then there was a bit of a retraction.
That's right.
And not that there was nothing going on, and the scene was still growing. It's just that like some of the events were weeded out a little bit. But now there's a lot more stuff.
A lot more games too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. All right. Anyway,
let's take a break, and when we come back, we're gonna move on to some game news, some community news, and then get to our reactions. So be right back.
got a dash.